Hi, Monica. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Hola, 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 hola. Hi, guys. So I changed up the topic again because, well, first of all, hi, guys. We have officially crossed our 1 month mark. This is our month and a week, for our first week after a month of doing these lives every single day at 2 o'clock, and we have been consistent. I've shown up, and today we are going to talk about something that people call every single day asking questions from following me on YouTube, as well as just asking what services we have to offer. So today I am going to talk about hyperpigmentation, dark spots on the body, on the neck. Hi, Israel from Brazil. We are going to talk about hyperpigmentation, guys. So if you have dark skin on your chest from breaking out, or just having hyperpigmentation on your arms, on your legs, on your back, we are going to talk today about products that can help you, as well as I made like a little kit for you guys you could purchase from us, and I'll ship it wherever you are. But now we are going to talk about the best ways to get rid of these hyper. Oh, from Russia. Hi, Anna from Russia. Okay, let's talk about hyperpigmentation, which we all experience, which we all go through. And hyperpigmentation is where your skin is accumulating melanocytes, which is the dark skin flakes, in a concentrated area, and is making that area appear darker than the surrounding skin. So when people have dark spots on their chest, dark patches or dark spots on their arm, the same as their back, their stomach, their legs. We're gonna talk about the type of treatments that you can use wherever you are. You can locate your local esthetician, as well as we are going to talk about how you get rid of this hyperpigmentation, as well as how you keep it off. And then of course we're going to end with our midday reset, which for sure today is about staying calm, cool, collected, and making sure that you experience summer, because as adults, we run around and do everything for everyone, and we never really stop to experience summer because we'll get gulped up by working so much. Okay, so we'll pull up some questions. I was answering questions on my YouTube, and that was another thing. Let's go with the question I gave the lady last night. So I had a question about, go to my YouTube stuff. And remember, guys, I get a lot of these questions either from questions that have been left under posts of my videos. I'll just pull those questions, and I'll go off of the questions that people call in for the spa. So earlier I booked my favorite treatment to get rid of diamond microdermabrasion. I'm going to give you two of my favorite treatments depending on your skin type. So if you are a darker skin type, like a 4, 5, 6, I am considered a 5. And then a 6 is more of the chocolate brown. I run the risk of like 4, sometimes 5, depending on what time of year it is. I love diamond microdermabrasion. Diamond microdermabrasion, which is a professional treatment, it will slough off the dead skin cells, revealing nice, brand new skin, which you can treat later. I'm going to tell you guys how to do that. That is my favorite treatment for anyone who is of a darker skin tone, 4, 5, 6, and has hyperpigmentation. Now, my favorite treatment for anyone between skin tones 1, which is Caucasian, white, maybe, let me see, the Russian skin tones, and then you have darker skin tones, which is olive, Mediterranean skin tones. Then you go a little bit darker, which is a 3, which is which will be Arabic, darker Mediterranean people, Italians. My favorite treatment is the CO2 laser. The CO2 laser is absolutely amazing. We do not offer that here at Humine because majority of our clientele are 4, 5, and 6 skin tones. But that is my favorite treatment because you can see such a large result with the CO2 lasers. CO2 lasers can not only remove all hyperpigmentation, they help with the texture, they help with the softness of the skin, the tightening. It's just an absolute amazing treatment. So if you are anywhere between that range, 1, 2, 3, some 4s, lightly 4s, that is the best treatment for you. Anywhere between 4, darker 4s, 5, 6s, you will want to stick with diamond microdermabrasion because diamond microdermabrasion itself is going to do exactly what the CO2 laser does. But CO2 laser, you could be 1, maybe 2 and done. With diamond microdermabrasion, you are going to want to get anywhere between 3 to 6 treatments, and it really depends on where you are starting on your hyperpigmentation journey. So myself, I personally do hyperpigmentation treatments with diamond microdermabrasion to help with the scarring in the cheeks from having cystic acne. You guys can kind of see it lightly. I've been doing it for so long. We do it on our male clients who have beards. They get hyperpigmentation in their beards. We do it on the chest of clients who have experienced acne on their chest, as well as having just breakouts between their boob line. And then we do that treatment as well for women who, this is my tan line, but for women who have the bra strap line here, which gives them hyperpigmentation. And then the aftercare that we give to clients as well is they'll lightly exfoliate, like maybe a week after the treatment, cleanse the area, keeping it nice and clean, keeping those old skin cells that are accumulating. You're going to keep continuously slough them off. And then you are going to use a lightener, which is clear, to lighten up the hyperpigmentation over your chest. So when you combine professional treatments with great at-home care, you get a great result. When you do one or the other one, you can get a result, but you won't get it as fast as you would like. And we all know people like to wait to the last minute. So that's why we are getting a lot of calls lately about these type of solutions for the skin. Another step you can do is do a light glycolic acid over your skin on a daily basis, and that will help to continuously lift the skin up. So what you're going to do is, the reason why we're exfoliating first and then treating directly on top of it, when you're keeping off the dead skin cells, the serum has a way to actually penetrate the pores instead of you trying to lighten up the actual dead skin cells that are on your chest. So remove the dead, lighten the live. Remove the dead, lighten the live. Okay? And then another thing is why, when you guys, anytime you are looking for a lightening solution, make sure to use something that is a serum base versus a cream base. Creams sit on top of the skin, serums go inside of the skin. So if it's hyperpigmentation, it's down different layers of the skin. So you want a serum that goes deeper in, and make sure the ingredients are not bleaching the skin. Bleaching is bleach. That's just what it is. It's going to lighten the surface, and then after you see, like, oh my God, it just keeps coming back because it never went down to the layers, the deeper layers, the dermis, the epidermis. It never went down to the deeper layers of the skin. That's why the hyperpigmentation is gradually coming back. So always search for serums when you are looking for a lightener, and get a brightener or a lightener, not a bleach. Those words are not interchangeable. A bleach is just that. A bleach is going to bleach it out, white it out. You're going to see a fast result. However, that result is not going to last over time. When you get a lightener or a brightener that is a serum base, it's going to go down in the layers of the skin, as well as it's going to help to lighten up any of the levels of hyperpigmentation on your skin. So it does take a little longer. However, the results last longer. Get a great esthetician where you are. Russia has the best estheticians. Brazil, top in everything. Everybody has I can't think of a location that does not have great technicians that can see you through. And of course, if you are in the Metro Detroit area, you want to try Huvine for your hyperpigmentation needs. And now we are going to go into some questions that I have been receiving. That is literally what I just told my client booked for diamond microdermabrasion over her whole chest, based on me doing lightening for other clients over their bra straps, their back area, and just being realistic with what you think, how fast you think you'll get a result. If you're looking to get a result within a month, more power to you, because it's not going to happen. It didn't take a month to get your skin like that, and it's not going to take a month to remove the hyperpigmentation from your skin. Let's see. Now we're going to pull up some questions, some exact questions about about body hyperpigmentation. And how you can be body positive while you are dealing with these issues. Okay, so again, if you are experiencing, now the question is removal of hyperpigmentation. So now we're gonna, I'm skipping forward a little bit. I'm not, because I'm trying to think of two answers at the same time. Hyperpigmentation between your thighs and darkening between your thighs. How do you get rid of that, and what's a proper treatment for that? A proper treatment for, which I tell people this all the time and I can't say it any longer, is you want to get a chafing garment, because the skin, the friction of the skin rubbing together is making the area dark. You want to get a chafing garment that is going to protect your skin while it is rubbing together, so that way it stops the friction. So chafing garments really help with the friction of the skin, keeping the skin nice and cool, nice and separated, and that in itself will stop the darkening. And of course, you have to lose weight in that area. But if you're not to that area, you're not to that stage yet, we're going to start with the anti-friction, anti-chafing garment in whichever area you are experiencing hyperpigmentation. And right now we are going to talk about between the thighs. So once you get a garment for that, you are going to go in on a daily basis and use an exfoliating scrub, which is our treatment bar. It has aloe, tea tree, glycerin for moisture, and it has a built-in loofah, so it's going to take the dead skin cells off, and you are going to go in a circular motion all between your thighs in a circular motion. After you do that, rinse off, treat with the glycolic, which is lightly going to exfoliate as well, bringing up the hyperpigmentation, treating that area, and then you add lightener. So you're going to do this every single day, and your legs will gradually start to lighten up. The biggest thing is making sure to wear chafing garments, because if you are still having friction, if your legs are still rubbing together, they are going to continue to get dark. So no matter what you do, if the issue is still happening, the area is not going to get lighter. So that is my recommendation. If you are experiencing darkening between your thigh area, same thing with underarms. Now we're going to go into the underarm lightening. If you are experiencing dark underarms and you would like to get rid of the dark underarms, we want to do a few things. We want to switch our deodorants to a deodorant that has less chemicals in it, because the chemicals itself can be darkening your skin under your arms. And then you want to go into a detoxing and exfoliation routine. Again, this is all dead skin cells. It's not going to happen immediately, but this is what gradually will get you to where you want to go. You're going to exfoliate your underarms. At the end of the night, every single day, you're going to go home, you're going to wash your underarms, you're going to wash off any deodorant that is under your arms, exfoliate your underarms. Exfoliate your underarms. Do not scrub in an aggressive. Just go in a glide. Just, this is how you are exfoliating. You don't need to do this. You don't need to do this. This isn't going to do anything but irritate your skin. You are going to glide the area and cleanse the area. The loofah itself will work for you. You don't have to over exfoliate your underarms. After you exfoliate your underarms, then you are going to take a lightener and massage it on the darkness under your arms. Go to sleep. In the morning, you're going to wash your body, put your deodorant back on, and then you're going to continuously do that every single day. And eventually, over time, you'll see a result. It'll start to lighten up within that week, but you'll see a better long-term result in a couple of weeks. So make sure to continuously do that for your underarms. So that goes for lightening of the underarms, the neck, the chest. You are going to follow those 3 steps. Exfoliate, glide. After you're done, you're going to take one of the pads, wipe your entire area with the pads. Then after you are done, you are going to use Clear, which is a kojic acid-based serum, which helps with hyperpigmentation, and massage that into your entire area that you are trying to treat. Your underarms, your in between your thighs, your breasts, wherever. Continue to do that, and that will in itself will lighten whatever area you are having issues with. This is what we tell our clients in the spa, and this is what I'm telling you guys on the internet. Okay, so let's see. So how do you stay body positive while you are going through extreme hyperpigmentation? You have to be confident in knowing that you are actively doing something about it. I'm not going to tell you. You have to do what's good for you. Hi, Helena. You have to do what's good for you. I'm not going to tell you to go and get. Now, if you're going somewhere special and you want to cover it up, do get some body makeup and cover that up while you are healing it. But knowing that no one is perfect, knowing that you are a work in progress, knowing that you are actively working on the things that bother you, it has to be enough. It has to be enough. And knowing that nobody is perfect. But if you want a direct solution about how you cover this up while you're dealing with it, a mineral-based makeup. I don't have one for you because I've never had to use them. But the reason why I'm saying a mineral-based versus a clay or versus something, because remember, we want to unclog the pores. We want to reveal new skin. So you don't need any makeup that is going to clog your pores. You don't need anything that is comedogenic. You don't need anything that is oil-based. You need something that is mineral-based, because the minerals themselves will be very easy to wash off. I don't know if they'll transfer over to your clothes, but it just depends on what you are wearing and what you are using to cover it up. When I was going through my situation where I had a lot of hyperpigmentation on my skin, and I was really in a space of I'm going to heal my skin, and I don't care what it looks like, and I don't care what anybody has to say about it. I just kind of let my skin just be out. It was out. It was free flowing. Everybody saw my blemishes. Everybody saw my skin healing in real time. Everybody saw my breakouts. But granted, I work in this world of aesthetics, so it was okay for me. But if I was in a professional environment and my skin was going through healing, I will use a mineral makeup, because that is not going to break your skin up. Are you going to get full coverage? No, I don't know of any mineral makeups that do like a full heavy coverage because your pores are open. You're treating your skin. You're getting chemical peels. You're getting dermabrasion. You're getting microneedling. You're wearing solutions. You're wearing creams. You're wearing serums. You're doing things to actively fix your issues. So if you're doing things to actively fix your issues, you can't care what nobody thinks. I can't speak more about body positivity and fixing your mindset and how you think about yourself, because if your self-worth is entirely attached to how you look on the outside, that means that what you feel about yourself will fluctuate depending on if you gain weight, if you break out, if you, like I said, and I've said in every single live before this, everything starts here with your mentality, and body positivity comes from there. So if you know you're working on this issue and you're working toward a solution for yourself, you have to think highly of yourself here first. And you got to kind of use it as a self-development and a growth session so you can grow past it. Granted, beauty does matter. It does matter in the world. It does matter how you are received and how people treat you. However, you have to work on your mind first and know that eventually your outside will catch up with your inside. So that's my outlook on beauty positivity when you are going through something for your skin. How do you remind yourself that everyone's body has texture, marks, and imperfections, even if they are filtered online? Know that social media is fake. Know that people are going through to great extremes to make their lives look perfect on social media. So you should not look at or compare yourself to other people, because that's what people do for a living. To look aspirational is how a lot of people get money. That's why people rent yachts to film on them. That's why people rent boats to film on them. That's why people rent Airbnbs. That's why people rent bags, clothes, shoes. That's why people rent their lives, to make people believe that they have things that they don't and that they are perfect. So that way other people can idolize them and give them money. And you just got to know that. Just know that a lot of things that you see on social media are specifically made so that way you give them your money because you are idolizing their lifestyle. That's all influencers that have ever done. That's all they've ever done. And then eventually their lifestyle catch up because y'all be believing them so much, y'all start paying them. And then eventually their lifestyle does catch up with that. Okay, let's see. Keep in mind, y'all, it's in the middle of the workday, so their clients still coming in and out. So you might hear people in the background. How do you practice body gratitude on days when you are struggling with your self-image? I feel like my life's gonna start to get boring because I'm gonna say the same thing over and over again. Take a bath. Center with yourself. Put the phone down. I look dead in the mirror sometimes and I come like, hey girl, you so pretty. You know, I say that to myself. I started to getting into, anytime I'm really hard on how I look or anything that I'm going through, I just take all my clothes off and just stand in the mirror and stare at myself. And I point out the things that I love about myself, and that in itself will make you feel better. Because we all go through stuff. Just because I'm on the internet don't mean I got to be a finished, project or not a work in progress. I'm here for skincare and wellness. I'm not here to make you guys think that I'm something that I'm not. So I do share, and I am vulnerable about the things that I go through, and I go up and down, and fluctuations with my weight, and different things like that. But it doesn't bother me because it doesn't. It's something that I know that I would like to be better at, but it doesn't make me feel bad about myself, if that makes sense. You understand what I'm saying? Like, dang, like I gained 15 pounds, but I don't feel like bad about it to the point where I'm just like, oh my God, I gained some weight. No, I don't know how else to explain it, but I'm just in a space where I don't drag myself or speak down on myself or beat myself up about stuff, because the world gonna do that enough. I don't need no help. The world, I don't need any more help. I'm not gonna drag myself or degrade myself or beat myself down. It's other people will do it for you. So that's the way you practice self-gratitude, is knowing like you treat yourself good, you love yourself. I take myself out to eat. I take myself to shop. I spend a lot of time with myself. I'll do puzzles. I do a lot of stuff by myself. I do a lot of stuff with my son. I do a lot of stuff with my partner. I do a lot of stuff, but I do a lot of stuff by myself too. And that in itself helps me to be more confident. Let's see what else. I already did that. That was another question for a routine about hyperpigmentation on the body. I gave that full routine when we first started, so I won't do that one again. So I spoke about that lightly with deodorants, the fragrances you use, the products that you use on your skin, the shaving creams, even the food that you eat can directly affect the hyperpigmentation on your body, as well as how your body responds to breakouts. If you are not supposed to be eating dairy, your body can break out and it can get inflamed and then have post hyperpigmentation from being inflamed. So you really, if you are a person that is susceptible to constantly breaking out, you have to watch your diet. You have to watch the products you put on your face, on your skin, in your hair, because those products in themselves can, look at this. I have these braids, right? I use specific products in my hair, because if I have these braids and they're constantly touching my face and there's a product in my braids that doesn't agree with my skin, my face is going to be broken out all on the side. Same thing with my back. These braids are going down my back. If the products that are in my hair do not gel correctly with my skin and or are clogging my skin, my pores, my back is going to break out. So you should be very, very mindful of the products that you use and the ingredients that are in the products, because they can cause you inflammation, cause you to break out, and now you are experiencing post hyperpigmentation from this inflammation. Okay? So be very, very mindful. This is all I talk about, is about hyperpigmentation over and over again. Be very, very mindful about the products you use, the foods you eat, and the allergies that you have, because those in their self can cause you a setback in the skin. And you're gonna be right back to the drawing board with exfoliating your skin, gliding it over whatever area is affected, running the pads over. I'm gonna demonstrate one of the pads and how it looks when you are breaking out, and how you want to run this over your entire affected area. I didn't say infected because it's not an infection. Affected means that's where the hyperpigmentation and the issue is. So I'm gonna run this over my whole area. Like, that's my tan line. I had a pool day. And this is exactly what you would do if you were treating your chest for hyperpigmentation, let's see if you were treating your arms, it would be the same for hyperpigmentation. If you have, and you're just gonna glide it. Notice how I'm gliding it and really working it in. I'm not just taking the product and putting it on the skin. I'm gliding it in circular motion. I love this product so much. I should have made them in larger pads, like a larger wipe, so we can do for the full body. Maybe in the future, because I feel like I keep doing that to where I want it like a bigger, like a much, much bigger size. And then that's what it will look like afterwards. And then now we are adding in the Kojic. Oh, this is not the demonstration one. This is a brand new one. We are adding in a Kojic lightener. Couple pumps. And then a couple pumps was able to do this entire area. And I'm constantly going to massage it into the skin. There it is. There it is. And that in itself is how that will be your very basic routine of lighting up your skin and your hyperpigmentation of your skin. That could be done under the thighs, any area that you need that to be, any area that has hyperpigmentation on there that is dark. That is the exact process that you are going to do every single day. And over time, I don't have hyperpigmentation on my chest. I don't have it on my arms. I don't have it on my back. I have it nowhere. I was somebody else sitting out there on the sofa. It's not. Okay, let's see. Can I find another question? I'm searching. I just put in the word hyperpigmentation and see what else comes up on my questions. Oh. Why are my dark spots? Let's see. What did she say? She says that. Why are my dark spots getting darker in the summer? Because you are not using sunscreen. When you are dealing with hyperpigmentation on your body, on your face, on your chest, wherever you are dealing with it at, you have to use sunscreen on your skin. I'm going to tell you why. When those beautiful sun rays come down and they hit your skin, it's going to darken the skin cells that are on the area that's exposed the most. So if your arms are out, your arm's going to get darker. If your chest is out, your chest is going to get darker. Your face is out, and so on and so on and so on. If there is already hyperpigmentation in these areas, that hyperpigmentation is going to get darker, as well as the skin around is going to get darker. So if you are not using sunscreen, your hyperpigmentation is going to get darker, your skin is going to get darker, and your hyperpigmentation is going to pop more and be more pronounced. It's not that it gets darker because you're allergic to sun. It's not that your skin and hyperpigmentation is getting darker because you are breaking out. It is because the sun itself is darkening the hyperpigmentation. That's all. Use a great sunscreen during the summertime. I like Neutrogena. I like Neutrogena sunscreen at this very moment. That is the one that I use when I go out. And use a Neutrogena dry. You want to make sure to reapply every couple of hours, and use that in the summertime if you are a person that has hyperpigmentation on your skin and gets hyperpigmentation and can easily burn. You can easily burn, use sunscreen because you want to protect your skin overall. Mmm. What is the difference between a sunburn and a sun-induced hyperpigmentation? I am going to answer this as a person who is an esthetician but values sun. And I will sit outside and get a tan. If you can see, my skin was lighter here. And I sat outside and I like that golden brown. So every summer I do sit out in the sun. And I will let my skin get darker. The difference between being burned and being just getting a suntan, or just like that skin hyperpigmentation from the sun, is the texture and the feel. Afterwards, my skin was not in pain. It was not blistering. It was not red. It wasn't burning. I just got a nice color and a nice coat to the skin. Now, you feel like your skin is burning and it's painful to touch, and you don't want anything touching your face, anything. You've been sunburned, so put a good layer of aloe on your skin. But that's how you tell the difference for me between hyperpigmentation from you just getting a tan versus you getting burned. Burns hurt. You can feel physical discomfort. A tan is just color on your skin. You can use sunscreen to alleviate all of that, but I intentionally go and sit out to get color on my skin. Very intentional about that. What's one step that you've added to your summer skincare that specifically helps your skin to protect your glow? Sunscreen. Sunscreen, sunscreen, sunscreen. And I keep up with my facial treatments. So sunscreen on your face. Just because you are black does not mean you don't wear sunscreen. Wear sunscreen. And I feel like I'm answering all the same questions over and over again. So let's get another one. And now, if you guys have any questions that you want to ask me that I'm not searching through the videos, if you have any specific questions that you want to ask me in the chat, remember, my name is Danielle. I am an esthetician of the last 16 years. I own a med spa, and I am here to answer any of you guys' questions. So you can put them down in the chat or wherever you are, and I will answer the questions that you guys have. It's all the same questions. So I feel like I'm going to talk about the same thing over and over again. Brighteners and lighteners, excuse me, use brighteners and lighteners and not bleaches. Brighteners and lighteners that are serums, not creams, go actually inside of the skin, affecting the under layers of the skin. Then you have the dermis, the epidermis. That's all. I don't be technical about it. but they're affecting the deeper layers of your skin. So not only is that lightener going for the top of the skin, I'm massaging it in, and it's going to lighten and brighten the skin that's under the skin that you can see under the surface. Okay, if when you get bleaching creams lather up on the surface and they bleach the appearance of the skin. That's why you feel like your skin, it'll brighten up and then it'll go right back because you're using lighteners. Do not use bleaches. Kojic acid is an amazing product to use. Our product is kojic acid based. It's a kojic acid based serum, so it actually goes in and lightens the skin for long-term results. Not for anything quick, for long-term results. This product is actually tagged on this live today. We have been selling this product. We've been here 8 years, so for over almost 10 years, we've been selling this product. It's called Clear. You can use it under your eyes. You can use it on your entire body. You can use it in your bikini line. Our clients use it everywhere you can think of. And I even use it, like I said, I'm going to apply it under my eyes a little bit. The questions are becoming repetitive, so I'll just start demonstrating the products a little bit more because I feel like I'm just going to answer the questions. It's the same exact questions over and over again, which I have no issue with that because I know there are people who are coming and going. So if we are dealing with hyperpigmentation, we are going to make sure to exfoliate our skin. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Liz. We are going to exfoliate our skin cells. After we exfoliate, we are going to make sure to put a serum-based lightener on our brand new exfoliated skin, because that in itself is going to go down to the layers of the skin with no restriction, and it is going to brighten up our skin cells. Okay, I use this under my eyes. Do I use it every single day? No. I use it as needed. I use this when I feel like my under eyes are getting dark and I need to lighten my under eye skin. But notice how I'm actually massaging it in. I'm using my fingers. I'm doing great. How are you? I'm using my fingers to push. Hi, Liz. How are you doing? I'm going to use my fingers to massage the serum and push it inside of my follicles, inside of the pores, pushing it all in. So that way I know anytime my under eyes are dark, if I use this for a week, my under eyes lighten up. I'm going to put it on 2, sometimes 3 times a day. In the morning, I'll wash my face. I'll reapply it when I'm halfway at work. And then at night, oh, thank you. At night, I'll do my full routine and I'll apply it again. My under eyes are not dark, guys. I don't have on a drip drop of makeup. And when I feel like it's getting dark on the top, and notice this product is safe enough for you to use it around the eyes, the full body. All of our, I don't know if y'all know that. I feel like it's so much that I be trying to tell y'all at one time, but all of our products are safe to use on your entire body. So if you feel like your eyes get dark, if you feel like you experience hyperpigmentation, this is the perfect product. And I'm fully going to work this product in before I move to the next product. Look how bright my under eyes are. This is the only thing I use. I use this under our clients' under eyes in the facials. And this is what I do. Even when they come in the facial, I'll massage it in. Look up so I can get inside of their creases. And not only is this lightening their under eye skin, it is moisturizing. Hi, Henrietta. How are you? How much is that product? Oh, the brightener is $36 for 2 ounces, and it lasts only when I tell you, I've probably fully used in the last 10 years, maybe 3 bottles, because it's so much in here and a lot goes a long way. I'll reapply. And keep in mind, this lightener is for the entire body, and it can be, that's how I was showing you guys how gentle it is, that it can be used under the eyes on that delicate eye skin, but make sure you really massage it in. So I did the 1 pump, and I did It's a lightener. It's a skin lightener. It's not just for your eyes. It's gentle enough that it can lighten the skin under your eyes, but it can lighten the skin anywhere on your body. Our clients use it in their bikini line area. They'll use it on their chest if they have hyperpigmentation. Anywhere you have unwanted darkness, you can use that serum. It's not a cream, it's a serum. Serums go inside of the pores, creams sit on top of the skin. So that way it really will moisturize the area more. Okay? Any hyperpigmentation you have, it'll lighten it right on up. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, and remember, if you purchase using YouTube code Y215 or YT15, or I think if you click those exact links, it'll automatically give you 15% off. I always do 15% off for my YouTube audience. So that is clear. That is one of our long-term creams, and the pads themselves that helps to exfoliate as well. So we're talking about, it helps with age spots. It helps. It's a great cream, and we sell a lot of it inside of our spa here. Have you ever felt embarrassed to show parts of your body because of the dark spots? Yeah, I did. I did feel embarrassed to show my bare skin when I had like tons of hyperpigmentation on my face. I did feel embarrassed, but I was doing something about it, so I couldn't really care. Like, you can't really care what people think about you. If you are embarrassed of something, do something about it. If you are embarrassed of your weight, do something about it. If you're embarrassed of the dark spots on the dark skin under your eyes, or the hyperpigmentation in your face, do something about it. And that's not like, that's just the truth. If you're embarrassed about it, you can be embarrassed through it, work through it. But they say, do it scared, do it hard, do it scared, just do it. Because everybody has something going on. So I don't care what anybody got to say about me. They come on here and say all type of stuff on here sometimes. It depending on, like, if I get like a weird day where I get like a bad audience, they'll call me. They say all type of stuff. I don't care. I'm still on here. They're not going to run me off. I'm not going to not show up for something that I believe in, something that I want to do because of other people's perception of me. And I know it takes a lot of guts, but you really got to stop caring, y'all. And I know it's very hard to move past public perception. And once I started busting my own pimples on this channel, y'all knew I ain't care after that. So when y'all ask me these questions of like, how did I get to the point where I didn't care? I just really stopped, like, when I started busting my own pimples, because I knew it mattered more for me to show my audience that I could relate to them, what they went through. I could relate to the hyperpigmentation. I could relate to their cystic acne. I could relate to their breakouts. I could relate to being overweight. I could relate to you more than I cannot. You get what I'm saying? So to care about what someone has something to say about me, I really don't give a dang, because I'm not talking to them anyway. They can go play somewhere. In the most professional and respectful way, I genuinely do not care. I don't care if you really knew like my personal life, I don't give a dang. I do what I want to do. I genuinely do. I genuinely do. And you just have to live like that and not care. And I know it's easier said than done, depending on if you are in professional jobs, or you can't really, you gotta kind of clean it up for your job. And then after you leave your job, like, do your thing. But if that's what you're gonna do, I haven't worked in a professional I work in a professional spa, but my clients know how I am. Like, how they met me is, I grow and I change, but you really cannot care what people think about you. Because if you care what people think about you, like, your whole life will be based around on what's acceptable for other people. So that essentially you're living for other people. If you care so much about what people think about you, you are living for others. And I'm not. Not even a little bit. Can't do it. So Same question. Accepting your skin in its natural state. Do something about it. I can't really, and if you feel like you're feeling bad, and I don't want to speak, I feel like I speak all the way of like where I am currently versus where I was before. And where I was before, I was embarrassed about my skin. I was embarrassed about the hyperpigmentation, but I just decided to get consistent about my routine, consistent about how I talked to myself, consistent about how I looked at myself, consistent about how I treated myself, just being very consistent with me. And that in itself just made me be more comfortable to show my skin and be out there. So yeah, I feel like this was a great session today. And I'm gonna go out with the last time, just in case you are a person who is just now joining me. We are gonna go through the routine one more time. You done for today? Yeah. Okay, I'll see you later. We're gonna go I'm sorry. We are going to go through the hyperpigmentation body routine one more time for people who have just joined us. And I'm going to tell you the whys behind everything. You are going to want to cleanse your skin every day with an exfoliant. We have, I just got a message. We have our ingrown hair bar, which removes ingrown hairs, dark skin, hyperpigmentation, dead skin cells, and you use it not in a scrubbing motion, but in a gliding motion over your entire body. And this in itself will remove all of the dead skin cells, and it will make your skin prepping it for the treatment. You're going to scrub this. You're going to do this while you are in the shower. If you are removing dark hyperpigmentation over here and growing hairs on your arm, this is what you're going to do. Same thing if you were moving on your chest. You are going to glide. Do not do this. Do not scrub your skin like this, because that in itself is going to cause you irritation and can cause you to get hyperpigmentation just from the scrubbing. It's still skin, it's still soft. You have to be gentle with yourself. So you are going to glide, and remind you this, all these products are for purchase under the links under us. And then afterwards, you are going to take a glycolic acid based pad with tea tree, and this is going to renew, brighten, it's actually going to soothe, and it's going to clarify the skin. Okay, so again, I just did that area down here, so I'm going to glide and work that in. I'm working in that serum that's in the pad. I'm working it in, 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 even though my jawline. Same thing. These are the exact products that we use in spa for our clients during services. I'm going to work it in. Okay. And I washed my face this morning. I'm going to show y'all this pad. I washed my entire face, did my whole routine this morning. And it is now 3 o'clock. I did it at like 8 o'clock this morning. And I'm about to show y'all what these pads look like and how much they clarify and remove the dirt from your face and from your skin. I'm going to show y'all. These pads are tagged below. And it is now 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I've been up since 8 o'clock. And I'm going to show y'all just how much this is removing all the dead skin cells. So if you sit in the office all day, if you go outside all day and you are worried about your skin getting clogged and breaking up, these pads are not only going to treat your skin, they're going to remove any deep embedded dirt from your skin. Look at this, y'all. I washed my face at 8 o'clock this morning, and it is now 3. Look how dark this is. All the dirt, the oil, the grime. I feel like I'm constantly showing y'all these pads over and over again. Okay? Thank you. I've been working on it forever. Get you a good skin routine. And these are the exact products I use. I tagged them below. And if Okay? So, look how dirty this pad is from me washing my skin since coming in to work since 8 o'clock this morning. So if you are sitting at your desk, you can easily do this at your desk at work. You can easily run this pad over your face at work and your skin will clear up. Ain't no will it work for me? It's yes, it will and does. So easily sitting at your desk, and this is since 8 o'clock this morning. I washed my face, so we're halfway during the day. Okay. Full jar. You get 60 pads, guys. Use this on your body as well as your face. 60 pads. So now we're going to go over any hyperpigmentation that I have. I'm going to work any in. You see that spot right there? Hyperpigmentation. I'm going to work that in right there. I always think that's a spot right there, but it's my cheekbones. Oh my God. Okay, let's see. Any other place? I always get hyperpigmentation on my neck. So now I'm going to work this in. Massage in this serum, guys. If you really want to lighten the area, as I said, a lot goes a long way. I could have did smaller little dabs because I knew I was going to massage and it was going to spread. And I'm going to put a little bit on my hairline too, because I went to the beach, not the beach, but the pool the other day, and the headband came out right here. So this area right here is lighter. So I'm going to lighten this area to try to blend it. I'm really going to work this in until it's fully absorbed and make sure it's totally dry before I go to the next step. Okay, push that in. Push that in. That's a serum that's going inside of the skin. This is our lightener, not a bleach. We don't use bleaches, guys. Bleaches do nothing but bleach the top of the skin, and you look up and that dark spot will come back because it only bleached the top of the skin. Okay, so if you were doing just this on your full body, that's your routine. So now I'm going to go into, let's see, I'm bringing the last step in here is our moisturizer, which is moist. I'll do that when I get out of here. Matter of fact, I'm going to go get moist right now so you guys can see it. And it's almost time for my live to be up. Okay, so this is Moist, our jumbo size moisturizer. It is 5 ounces. Majority of clinical grade moisturizers are anywhere between 3 to 4 ounces. Ours is 5 ounces, and I'm going to show you guys how it glides. And keep in mind, these products are not private labeled. They are our formulation made by our manufacturer for us. We did a testing period for almost 2 years, and that's what you get in one pump. That's enough to do my full body. I'm sorry, my full décolleté and face. And this is moisturizing my entire area. This is an aloe-based moisturizer. So silky, so soft. Collagen based as well. So soft. Okay. So that is my routine. I have shown the routine for hyperpigmentation for the body. Of course, I couldn't show between the thighs, but it can be done between the thighs as well. I've shown my routine if you were to wear the sunscreen, what type of makeup I would wear if I had hyperpigmentation and I was subconscious about it. I would use mineral base, not a cream base, not a liquid base. You want to use something that is non-comedogenic and that will let your skin breathe while you are actively healing your skin so you don't go backwards and cause a bigger issue than it already is. We want to help something that helps us. We want to use products that help us on our journey instead of making our journey worse. Okay? So we spoke about body positivity and just stop comparing and release what people think about you because everybody got their own issues. So when you're looking at other people thinking that their life is perfect, it's absolutely not. It's absolutely not. No one's life is perfect. Not Brock's, not nobody's life is perfect, okay? So love yourself and worry about what's in front of you. And what's in front of you is you. Worry about what you can do to help you show up better for yourself and for the lives of the other people around you. Okay, so that was our midday reset where we talked about hyperpigmentation, we talked about body positivity, and we talked about loving yourself. Stop comparing, stop looking at other people's lives, thinking that their lives are perfect, because the only thing that you can do is you can't worry about things you can't control. And whatever you can help, acne, hyperpigmentation, your skin, help what you can. Help and do something about what you can do it about. Now, we're not perfect and it's not going to be immediate, but what they say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining me for Midday Reset. I'll see you tomorrow. I won't see you Friday because Friday is a holiday, so I will not be on live on Friday because we will be closed for the 4th of July, and I will talk to you guys soon. So have a great morning, a great afternoon, and a great evening. See you soon. Bye.